I think that I'm always just looking to make something that I feel represents like some piece of me and something that other people can kind of see in themselves too. I want to reflect my life and an everyday life and other people's lives and get at this kind of inner idea about how do you see yourself and how do you see the people around you and like why is this important to you?
Well, what I hope to achieve is, I guess, to get a reaction from the viewer and make them feel connected or feel something, and to really just like capture what I see like in my mind or like an idea I have and put it onto a photograph, or like just portray it in a way that I try to at least portray it in a way that I see in my mind.
So I mostly do portraits. I feel like I can convey a better message through portrait photography, and I really like working with people and also doing self-portraits. I've done a lot of those, which I find really interesting. Photography is a really powerful thing, and I think it can be used in a variety of ways, and I hope to keep producing it even if I'm not necessarily going into photography as a profession.
There's just nothing like seeing that photo one class every September in the darkroom, watching the print come up in the developer and that gasp of joy and discovery. It's an incredible thing. And then to see them at the other end in Photo 3, the students you've interviewed, my Photo 3 students I've known since 7th grade, and just to see the evolution over time has been remarkable. And, you know, it's, again, another cliche thing, but also true. You know, I really do learn a lot from them, too. It's not just about what I've taught them, but it's constantly pushing me as their sort of ambitions heighten throughout their time here, and they desire to make more complex or, you know, sometimes even controversial work that's maybe pushing at different conventions. It then, in turn, pushes me to figure out how to best support them.
I have been doing darkroom photography since I was probably 11 or 12, and really in the beginning it was kind of difficult. I wasn't as patient with it, but it's really taught me to kind of take things slower and think about the way I want the photos to come out.
Since I've gone here to the academy, I've been doing analog photography and developing and stuff, and I've really enjoyed that, and I really like looking at old photographs and the styles and just like candid images of people living their lives.
I think that it's taught me both like how to be precise and how to kind of capture like detail and look at and how important details are, but it's also kind of taught me how to let go sometimes, and that there's like a part of me that understands that like there's a part of me that wants every photo that I take to kind of look exactly like it does in my head, and I've learned that that can't happen, and that doesn't really happen with anything, and that I think that's been really valuable for me to recognize, is that you can't just make everything that you imagine, but sometimes like you find things that are even better than what you imagined.
In today's world, it's becoming more and more driven by quick photos snapped anywhere, and I think particularly learning darkroom photography has taught me to like cherish the things that are unique and not just reproduced, and I think that's something that I can hold on to for a while and really value the like things that are not so easily obtainable.
It's hard as a really young person to feel like your point of view and your ideas are really being taken seriously in some ways. And so showing photography was one way to kind of get my voice to be heard, I think, and which was really empowering. And so it's something that I look forward to now. I don't worry whether people are going to be too critical of my work. I know how I feel about it, and that's enough for me.